Hi everyone, Nick Kretikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and today you are watching me on Bowdabra. So before we get started, I just want to wish each and every one of you, it sounds crazy because it feels like we were just live, but I wish each and every one of you had a wonderful holiday and a very Merry Christmas. It's almost the new year. So another exciting announcement is that Bowdabra is giving away another free roll of scrunchy ribbon today, and you do have to be live for that. However, for replay folks, and if you're one of them, comment down below because replay folks are included on this. Bowdabra will be choosing a lucky winner for a free Bowdabra. So all you have to do is comment down below if you're live or if you're a replay folk, and you could be the lucky winner for Bowdabra, which will be announced next week. So I mean, who wouldn't want a free Bowdabra, right? Or even free ribbon tonight.
I know.
So behind the camera tonight is Alex, so be sure to say hi to Alex. I am just going to pull up this video and make sure we are live.
Hi, everyone. Welcome.
Welcome, you guys. Let's share this video. Yeah, so I hope you guys had a great Christmas. We did. We did the same old, just kind of hung out for the day, which was really nice. Hey, Danae, Eileen, Becky's here. So we're going to be using our large Bowdabra as well as our Bowdabra wire. And both of these products, as well as everything else we're using, are available at nicksseasonaldecor.com. We carry the large Bowdabra as well as the silver and gold wire. So this comes on a 100-yard spool. We're going to be using gold tonight, so I'm just going to cut a length of that.
Hey, everyone. Merry Christmas. I hope you all had a great holiday. I can't believe it's over. It feels weird saying that.
It feels very weird that Christmas is over. So if you did anything special, let us know. But I just placed a piece of wire through the slit on the top. And then all I did is I just took the ends that were left on either side, and I just tuck them underneath my Bowdabra. Reason being, it just gets them out of the way and makes it a little bit easier to manage everything. So let's get started. So let's start with our wreath bow.
Hi, Mary from Texas. She'd love to win tonight.
Hey, Mary. So we're going to start with this red ribbon. This is just one of our 2.5-inch solids. We're going to cut a length for our tails, and we're going to be dealing on an 18-inch grapevine. So I have some really pretty red and pink tulips, and I thought we would do a Valentine's Day themed wreath. So we're going to just cut a length of this. This is our 7/8 inch, and one of my favorite things about this is that it's wired. So we're just going to snip 2 lengths. Those are going to be for our tails.
Hi, Kathy from West Virginia. Hi, Velkus.
Hey, you guys. So if you enjoy watching these videos, definitely give a thumbs up and a share. I greatly appreciate it. Our goal here with, or my goal with the videos that we do here on Bowdabra is to inspire you guys and to hopefully teach you how to make a bow. So I know lots of people struggle with that, and my goal for the last, 6 years has been to teach you. So if I haven't done that yet, hopefully, one of these days, it'll click because it's not that complicated. So I added my tails. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create the bow portion of it. So all I've done is just cut a length of ribbon. You can do this in advance, or you can do it like I'm doing with each piece. Create a loop about 4 inches or so, and then you can have 2 tails about 6 to 8 inches. Does not have to be perfect for this technique. And then just place it right inside your Bowdabra. As easy as that.
Kathy would love to win tonight. Tina says, I need to have one of those.
Right?
Hi, Gina, watching from Arizona. Hi, Wendy.
Gina. Welcome, you guys. So just repeat this process over and over again. We're going to do this with the 7/8 inch next. And what's going to be a little bit different is, since we have our loop on this side, we're just going to mirror image that. So I'm going to place my next loop on the opposing side. And that way, I mean, the only thing that's really doing for us is making it a little bit easier when all is said and done and our bow is finished when it comes time to fluff. So by having them in opposite directions, you just have to kind of struggle with it a little bit less. There we go. So now we'll come back in on this side. Keep in mind, you guys, a top question I get asked is how many loops, right? How many loops? How big are they? And I don't really like to tell you guys the answer to that because truthfully, I never know. I just, continue until I feel like stopping. But a general rule of thumb for a bow like this, or any bows, the more loops you have, the more full your bow is going to be. So I want this one to be kind of not super full, but not super thin either. So I'm going to do 3 loops on each side.
Danae says, you'll most definitely enjoy having the Bowdabra in your hands. It will help a whole lot if you don't feel like using your hands to do it.
Yes, and Danae is awesome. Each and every Monday, Danae is with us with all 3 lives. So
yes,
we appreciate your support, Danae. Coming back in with our third and final piece of the 1.5 inch. And then we have one more piece of ribbon left to add. And I see we already have 100 and almost 15 live viewers. Thank you guys for sharing. I appreciate it. So if you're just tuning in, comment down below that you would like to win a Bowdabra. So we're going to be Bowdabra's going to be drawing a winner at the end of this video for a Bowdabra ribbon, a scrunchy ribbon. But even replay folks, so if you're watching the replay, you still have the chance to win a free Bowdabra. So now that we have all 3 pieces of each ribbon in place, we're going to take our wires, pull them out, doesn't matter which side they are, pull the 2 cut tails through that 1 loop in the middle, and then tighten.
Joan, this is a 7/8 ribbon.
Yes, so it is wired. So typically ribbon this width is not wired, but this one is, and it makes for the perfect bow. So it adds lots of texture. Flip your bow over and tie from behind. And I think maybe we'll just skip ahead and make the wreath now and then make some bows after. How's that sound? Thumbs up if you guys want to see the wreath next. I went out into the freezing cold to grab this grapevine, you guys. So kudos to me for that because it's really cold out right now. We're going to take our bow, and I'm thinking upper left today. I think we will have those tails kind of cascade down below. So to secure your Bowdabra wire to your wreath, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take those 2 wires, reverse them in my hands behind the bow, grab the wires together, and then tighten and tie it right on. So by tying it this way, your knot is going to be on the surface and the back of your wreath is going to be nice and clean. So you're not going to have to deal with, that little bit of wire hanging over it. So then snip your, let's do 1 more. I always like to do 3. I think I did 2.
Hi, Julie, watching from Wales.
Hey, Julie.
Lots of people would love to win tonight.
Yeah, let me know. So now, what we can do is dovetail. So I'm going to dovetail these tails, all of them. So to dovetail, let me show you. Maybe a red ribbon would be best. Let's do this side real quick. Take your tail, fold it in half, and cut from the middle out towards the wired edge at an angle. See what that does, you guys? It just creates that perfect kind of finishing touch. So if you want to take your wreaths and your bows to the next level, make sure you dovetail or cut at an angle, or do something fancy with the ends, because you don't want them to be kind of blunt like that. That doesn't look good. What do you think?
No.
So we want to make that a little fancy.
Marilyn would love to win a Bowdabra.
Yeah,
Mary says she loved your PJ picture.
The PJ pic, right?
Thank you.
So I had my flannel PJ on, but I didn't have my pajama pants on. So half of us were ready at Steven's house. We went to Steven's house, my brother's, for Christmas Eve. Dad had a change in the guest room. Yaya did. Yaya didn't want to put the pants on, and then we convinced her to. But yeah, that was Alex's idea. So great job, Alex, on making the holiday a little bit more fun, because we're not the type of family to do stuff like that.
No. So
at all. So
little
it was a
festive.
process. So, and if you guys can guess what kind of print that was, you know what kind of print that was?
Buffalo plaid.
Buffalo plaid.
It was.
So now let's fluff the bow. I see we have almost 150 viewers. Let's see if we can hit 200 tonight, you guys. Pull apart each loop and each tail to kind of separate the colors. In all honesty, I don't focus on separating the colors as much as making it kind of even throughout. I know lots of people focus on that. I think if you just kind of get the weight distributed throughout your entire bow, it looks great. So that looks good to me.
Hi, Pamela.
Hey, Pam.
Pierrette used their Bowdabra with wrapping.
Ooh, we would love to see that.
I know.
And don't forget, you guys, both Bowdabra and NYX Seasonal Decor have free crafting groups. You can join the Bowdabra fan gallery. They'll plug their link down below. And then after that, you can check out the NYX Seasonal Decor crafting community. So both groups have lots of Bowdabra members that use the Bowdabra for all sorts of projects, right? You don't have to just be making bows using it. I kind of like those tails doing their own thing like that.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So that is just a bow on the wreath. So that we're going to call it a day. No, I'm just kidding. We have these. Look at these tulips, you guys. We have them in red and we have them in pink today. And we're going to work those in. So typically tulips are just a spring flower. But by having the red and the pink, I think it's going to work great for Valentine's Day. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to snip off the flower heads, which of course can be a little bit tedious, but we can do it.
Tina says very pretty.
Thank you, Tina.
Hi, Kathy from Nevada.
From Nevada.
We have Claire watching from Wakefield, Mass. She would love to win a Bowdabra or a roll of ribbon.
Yeah, so again, you guys, if you're tuning in, Bowdabra's giving away, per usual, every Monday that we're live, they give away a free roll of scrunchy ribbon. But tonight this is the very first time that Bowdabra has ever given away a Bowdabra when we're live.
Yes.
So that's kind of cool. Or, well, after we're live. So replay folks have a chance. So we're going to just remove our tags. This is just the red one. We're going to work on our pink afterwards. And a quick tip, you guys, is if you've never designed before, if you're designing with multiple elements or multiple colors or textures or sizes, the best thing you can do is to start off with one product at a time. That way you're able to distribute it to the best of your ability. So we're going to start with the red tulips. We're dipping them in our glue skillet. So just dip and work in. So this is going to be what I consider a half grapevine, which means we're not designing on the entirety of it. So something like this would be a great gift because it doesn't cost you a fortune and it doesn't take you days to make. And if it does, that's okay, right?
Yes. Jerry would love to win. Eileen would love to win tonight. Danae says beautiful tulips.
I know, I love these tulips. So who's a tulip fan? And last time I was live on my page, I did tell a little story. So tulips don't naturalize. So for those of you that are flower people, what naturalizing means is like daffodils naturalize. They'll come back with vengeance each year. They'll multiply. Tulips, they kind of fizzle out over the years. So when I was a kid, I used to love the red tulips, and they're Yaya's favorite flower. But over the years, and I'm sure you've noticed this, Alex, I don't use red as much in the garden because it's such a bright color. So for the last 10, 15 years now, there's always been a few red tulips that just magically pop up in the yard that Yaya must have planted many years ago. And it's always funny trying to find them or guess where they are because I never remember. And come spring, with red being such a bright color, you notice those red tulips from a mile away. And there's always just one,
Yes.
mixed in with the yellow. So a few more red tulips.
Marion says, yes, I love tulips, all colors.
Me too.
Hi, Donna. Hope you had a great Christmas as well.
Yes, thank you, Donna. Christmas was great this year.
Pierrette just got white tulips for Christmas.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe we'll work with the white ones that we have soon. We have really pretty cream ones in stock, and I think they're more so white, actually, which will look pretty for an everyday wreath. Okay, so pink up next. We can work in the greenery. We might do that after. What do you think?
You could.
But now let's break down the pink one. So all I'm doing, you guys, for those of you that haven't worked with flowers, let me clean up my station and use this like a Swiffer, is to take my snips and just snip off each flower. So a quick, easy hack for saving money when floral designing is to break apart your stems. You're not going to need to do this with everything, but the vast majority of florals and greenery, the best thing you can do is separate them so that you get more bang for your buck and it doesn't look as clunky in the design. Because if I was to take this whole thing and stab it into the wreath, I think it would look a little bit bulky. We got 2 pink tulips left.
We have Marie watching from Victoria, Texas, and she'd love to win.
Welcome, Marie. And those of you watching right now, if you don't mind hitting that share button, I appreciate it. All right, pink time. So these I'm just going to place wherever. In between the red, in front of the red, behind the red.
Kathy says tulips are way up there on the top of her all-time favorite flowers.
I know, they're so pretty. So the worst thing about working with fresh tulips is that they kind of drift towards the light. So you can have a beautiful design, Alex. And I made one for Yaya last year, or a couple of years ago now. And it looks great, and then the next morning, the tulips are facing the window. So these are one of the flowers that are, definitely very photosensitive. So they love light. So just working them in between. Look at how pretty this is turning out, you guys. What do you think?
Hi, Manny. He says this is going to look awesome.
Hey, Manny. We just had 200 live viewers. Thank you all for tuning in. So who's loving this so far? Look at how simple, you guys. 2 bunches of tulips and 2 leftover ribbons on top of an 18-inch grapevine. Wreath making does not have to be complicated, expensive, time-consuming, or difficult. And I think difficult is the one that most people are scared of. So it doesn't have to be difficult to have a beautiful outcome.
Velkus loves it.
Thank you, Velkus.
Kathy says beautiful.
All right, we have 2 more tulips left. Luann would love to win a free ribbon. Ooh. Well, we have 1 tulip left.
Oh, no. Oh.
So we have 1 tulip left. And this one, I'm thinking hero.
Yeah.
Let's stick it up top. between these red ones.
Mary loves it.
Thank you, Mary. All right, so we have our final tulip in place. Now what we can do is a light fluff. I kind of like those tails doing their own thing, so we might just keep those doing that.
Julie asks what the weather was like for us.
It's been cold here, but it's not something I can complain about because it hasn't been that cold for us to complain. You know, I know, well, thoughts and prayers to everybody in Buffalo, first and foremost. I was watching videos on that last night. I had no idea that you guys had such a big blizzard. So, yeah, no complaints. It hasn't been well, it's been cold.
It's been cold. It warmed up today a little bit. It did hit about, I think, like 20 degrees today, but yesterday it was -4.
Yesterday was cold.
So it was cold here.
But we were in Chicago last week, and it's nothing compared to Chicago. So I'll take Boston weather any day. There is our pretty pink wreath, pink and red, for Valentine's Day. You could stick a few hearts in to make it really Valentine's Day. I think this would also work for Mother's Day. What do you think?
Yeah, of course.
And this cost us not much at all. Very simple to do, and anybody can make it. A little leftover ribbon, some pink tulips, some red tulips, all on top of an 18-inch grapevine. You're looking at less than 20 bucks for this. So very, very simple. What do you guys think? I kind of like the tails just doing their own thing.
Mildred says beautiful. Minnie says lovely color of tulips. Love it.
So should we work in a few leaves now?
Hi, Matt.
Hey, Matt. Yes or no?
You can. Might as well.
Might as well, right? It's either we work those in or we throw them out. Or you could save them too. You guys know that. So let's just snip a few of these leaves off. We're just going to use our wire snips, remove those leaves, and we'll stick them in. Let's make a really fancy wreath tonight.
Hi, Despina.
Hey, Despina. Nice to see you. So there is that one. And then we'll cut from this one too.
Hi, Clarissa. She's watching from New Jersey.
Hey, Clarissa. I have a whole trash can full of these leaves. The other night we designed a full wreath using them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could just save them all.
Well, Eileen says go for it. Pierrette says yes.
Is that what the general feedback is? Use them?
I think so.
All right, might as well. And by using these, you guys, we're being zero waste. Well, not zero waste. We're wasting just the stem. But we're also filling the wreath up a little bit. So if you don't like your wreaths to look as sparse, a very simple, easy thing to do is work in a bit of greenery. Doesn't have to be super expensive. You know, you could just use the greenery that came off the flowers like we're doing tonight. So just dip them in and work them around. Yeah, I think that looks pretty over the leaves now.
It looks good.
Hey, Mary Ann. Mary Ann said add the green leaves.
Pierrette says never toss any scraps.
That's right. So the amount of leaves that I have, though, I don't think I'll get around to using those. All right, a couple more up top, I think. And to work these in, you guys, I'm not even poking them deep in the grapevine. With the amount of hot glue and with how light these leaves truly are, all you have to do is just place them at the base of the ribbon, and that ribbon will hold them up. Don't forget about both sides. If you only had 5 of these leaves, you still can make them work. Any product that you have, even if you only have a little bit of it, even just the remnants, the best thing you can do is just try to distribute them as evenly as possible. So if I had 5 leaves, I would just space them out a good distance.
Sharon loves it with the greenery.
Yeah, I think this definitely helped.
Pierrette says it needed another color.
Yeah, so this green's taking it to the next level. So we're working a few down. So by taking this wreath down too, it just looks much more full. So don't be afraid of taking some of those leaves and really drawing your eye below the wreath.
Cheryl from Ohio would love to win.
Yeah, get those comments in, you guys.
Hi, Marianne.
We'll place one here. Then I'll just hold it up and I'll place one more there. So perfect amount.
Cheryl says that wreath is beautiful.
Thank you, Cheryl. All right, so now that is what the wreath looks like with some leaves. And I can't wait to take a picture of this against the black door you guys see in the background. See the black door? I think it'll look really pretty against the black. I think it'll make the colors pop. So again, same price. We just worked in some of the leaves that came off of the flowers. So there is the wreath. I want to make sure we have a little bit of time for some bow making now. So here we have our large Bowdabra and our wire. and you guys can find these at nickseasonaldecor.com. We are going to cut a length. So with that wreath, I made sure to cut a longer length. But with our bows that we make and just take pictures of individually, I do cut the excess wires off for the photo. We do always give our bows away, so I don't actually need as much wire with my bows, but this one I thought was perfect for New Year's. Doesn't this look like a perfect New Year's ribbon?
Yeah, absolutely.
So for this one, let's cut a length for our tails.
Everyone agrees that the leaves bring out the colors.
I think so too. Good idea on adding the leaves, you guys.
Sharon says it would look great on her black front door.
Ooh, I bet it would. Stay tuned for the picture. So now we'll take the ribbon. We're going to place this upside down like so. Because, and I know this confused the heck out of me when I first started, and I'm sure it's confusing some of you guys that might be new. You know, it's upside down. Well, how is it going to look pretty if it's upside down? But I like to rotate my Bowdabra. But when you gather it back, the pretty side is revealed, right? So if we didn't reverse it and we kept it like this, what would happen is the back side is revealed. So make sure you always take your ribbon, pinch, reverse it so the back side of the ribbon is facing towards you. And that's how you get the pretty side revealed. So we'll do that.
Cheryl loves the gold ribbon.
I do too. This is perfect for New Year's. There's two. And look at how different the lengths are. They don't have to be perfect, you guys.
Maybe Nick will make me a hair bow for New Year's.
A hair bow? You want a hair bow?
Yeah. That could be cute.
Yeah, I gotta practice with that a little bit. Yeah, let us know where you're watching from. If you are just tuning in, Bowdabra is giving away a free roll of ribbon tonight, which the winner will be announced in about 5 minutes, if that. And if you're a replay folks, you don't have to worry either, because Bowdabra is giving away a free Bowdabra.
Hi, Pam.
Hey, Pam. So we snipped it off. I did 4 on this side, 4 on the other. Doesn't matter if I did 3 on one, 4 on the other, 5 on one, 4 on the other. It's still going to be beautiful. So take your wires, pull them through the loop, and tighten it.
Phyllis loves the color.
Thank you. Watching from Kentucky, welcome. I love this color too. This has got to be one of the prettiest ribbons. Bring the wires to the back, tighten it, and just tie it off. Over 207 of you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Now what we can do is make sure it's completely tightened. We'll just tie it one more time. You guys know I don't want my bows to fall apart. Neither should you. Bows make up, especially for like the design we just made. If we lost that bow, there goes the look of the wreath, right? So you want to make sure your bow is secured. So this is what it should look like. And if it doesn't, that's okay. Keep practicing. Just kidding. We did 4 loops on each side. Take those loops and separate them. So this is not going to be an overly full bow, but you can come back in with some, we have some gold bay leaves, which would look pretty in this. You can just tuck in whatever you want. And look at the wreath on the wall or on the door. Tell me that bow isn't made for that wreath.
I know, it matches perfectly.
Doesn't it match perfectly?
Diana says beautiful ribbon. Hi, Mary, watching from Texas. We have Tammy watching from Wisconsin.
Hey, Mary and Tammy, over 220 of you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you had a great Christmas. So one last kind of wintry ribbon, and I can get away with that. I know we have lots of people that watch from the south, but we don't have that beautiful weather like you guys have. So it is going to be cold for the next 4 months and snowy. The snow hasn't even hit yet, and it will. And we'll probably get a lot this year. So we can get away with doing winter bows and winter designs longer. So again, I just cut a little length of wire. We're going to tuck that underneath our Bowdabra. And let's see if we can hit 250 live viewers tonight. And for this bow, maybe we'll do a cute bow tie. Let's try that. We're going to cut a length for our tails. And I like to do my bow ties separately. Other designers use one long piece of ribbon, but I don't like the middle of it when I do one piece. So I usually place my tails in like so. Then I'll take our ribbon, and as I mentioned earlier, you're going to want the back side facing down, or the front side facing down. but I mean, this could be classified as a double-sided ribbon, right?
Yeah.
We've got the glitter on one side and then the plain on the other. So it really just depends on what you're feeling in the moment. So if you're feeling excited and happy, use the sparkly side. And if you're feeling dull, you can use this side.
Joan says, I want to brag on your shipping. I've ordered from you, and you have excellent shipping. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Parrot says, more time for crafting.
That's right. So we'll do 2 loops on each side. These loops are about 3 inches or so. 3.5, give or take. They don't have to be exact.
Marianne says, nice ribbon.
Isn't it pretty? So we did 2, and then what we'll do is our button loop. So our button loop only has to be 2 inches, if that. It's just to cover up the wire in the middle. So we just cut a very small little loop. We'll place that in. So we have 2 on each side and then a smaller loop on one of the sides.
And we have our winner tonight. Congratulations to Danae Andrews from Beaumont, Texas.
Congratulations, Danae. You just won yourself a free roll of ribbon.
Yay, Danae. Congrats. So you can go ahead and reach out to Bowdabra directly here on Facebook, and they'll get you set up so you can receive your new ribbon.
Yes, congratulations, Danae. Let's all take a second to congratulate her. And for those of you that didn't win, there's still a chance, right? So Bowdabra is still giving away a free Bowdabra, and all you have to do is let us know down below you'd like to win. And next week, Bowdabra will be announcing the winners.
Yes. Congratulations, Danae.
Okay. And of course, we want to send a special thank you to Danae. Danae's been watching for so long, so it's really exciting that you won a free roll of ribbon tonight. So we appreciate all of your support. And there is a simple little bow tie. You could have also just done 2 loops with nothing in the middle. You could do more than 2 on each side, but something very cute. And this is using 2.5-inch ribbon, and that's the effect you can get. So very, very simple. So let's go over real quick what we have made. We have made this bow, and we spend a little extra time on our wreath, but I think it paid off tonight. We made this bow, which is probably my favorite. This ribbon, I love that gold, and I think it's perfect for New Year's. So we made this one. And we also made, I'm covered in glitter, you guys. Which way is it? This way? Does that look right?
Yeah, you want it top left?
I don't remember how I had it. I'm losing a leaf, though. Let's redip that leaf. And I see still 230 of you guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Tanya loves the bow tie button.
Right? So I love having that little loop, especially when you have only a few loops. So there is our Valentine's Day wreath, and I kind of like the tails just doing their own thing. So be sure to stay tuned for pictures. We will send them over to Bowdabra once we take them. But I want to thank you guys so much for spending another year with me. So we won't see you here on Bowdabra for the rest of this year, and I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas, happy holidays, happy winter for those of you that enjoy winter. I'm not one of them. And we just want to thank you guys. So thank you to Sandy, thank you to Dory Lynn, and thank you to Joe for having us as a guest today. And it's crazy. We're already going to start designing for spring. So thank you guys again. Congratulations to Danae. And if you would like to win a free roll or a free Bowdabra, there's still time. Comment down below and Bowdabra will, potentially choose you next week. So again, thank you, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.
Good night, everyone.